Imagine being able to crowdfund £500,000 in under 3 weeks in this cost of living crisis. Well, that's what Sourdough Sophia managed to do. Now, Sourdough Sophia was born out of lockdown. There was a lot of businesses actually that was born out of lockdown, and Sourdough Sophia was one of them. Another business, which you may or may not know, is Buns from Home, which actually started in lockdown as well. And I will do another video, a video about Buns from Home later on in my Cake Crumb series. So Sourdough Sophia started off in their home, their flat, and they were baking for the community, and people would go and queue, and it got so busy, it got like ridiculously busy, and they decided to try and see if they could raise some money to get a storefront. And they managed to crowdfund some money to get a storefront, and their storefront is in Crouch End. It's a tiny little shop. I've actually been there. I bought a croissant loaf from there, which is absolutely, it was so good. And the times that I've been past there, it kind of doesn't really matter what day of the week, there always seems to be a queue. Now that may be to the fact that it's actually tiny, like it's tiny. You could probably get maybe 3 customers in there, so you kind of have to queue. But I think at the weekend, particularly when I went to get this croissant loaf, it was on a Sunday, the queue was like queuing. So yeah, so obviously they crowdfunded, got their storefront, and they've been very popular since then, because they've obviously been going since 2020. Now last year I saw that they realised that they needed a bigger place, but obviously to do this they needed to crowdfund some money. And I was like, I wonder how this is going to go, because obviously, as you know, we're in a cost living crisis. I say everyone, the majority of people are, just struggling to survive at the moment. I was thinking, I wonder how it's going to go. To my surprise, they raised that money in under 3 weeks, £500,000. And it got me to thinking that even in the worst economic climates, there's always people who actually are doing okay. There's always going to be a section of people that are not that affected by sort of economic crisis. And it kind of, I'm happy for them that it doesn't affect them, but it kind of saddens me that the majority of us are struggling. Just to kind of go off on a tangent a bit, my day job, part of my day job involves visiting people, and there's lots of food banks in my borough, which there are in most boroughs in London, and there's a particular food bank in a church in Hornsey. And when I was going out to visit this person, I went past the church, and I think the food bank, it opens once a week on a Thursday, and it opens at 11 o'clock, and the queue, this was about just after 10, was crawling all the way around, down, and I was just like, wow, if you're telling me that there isn't a cost living crisis, because there's some people who still think, oh, it's not that bad. It is that bad. So you've got that, and but the fact that they were able to crowdfund that amount of money, to me, is like, I'm happy for them. They're able to expand in this economic climate, because a lot of businesses, especially businesses that unfortunately did originate in lockdown, and then a lot of them have kind of closed down because of the cost of living crisis. So for them to be able to do that, I'm really happy for them. So like I said, they raised the money, they got the site in Essex Road. If you go to their Instagram, you can see them sort of kitting it out. They're hoping, well, they're saying it's going to be open on the 29th of March. And it's, compared to the Crouch End branch, it's massive. But they're still looking for investors, because from the plan of it, from the looks of it, they're looking to have loads of branches everywhere. So it's just like, okay, why not? A lot of people with businesses, they want to have lots of, spread your brand around. They want to have lots of branches. So we will see how that goes. If they're able to raise, more money to open more branches. So yeah, so that's my quick sort of story of Sourdough Sophia. the bakery that came out of lockdown. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you do live in North London and you've been to Sourdough Sophia. But if not, if you haven't been, they're opening their branch on Essex Road on the 29th of March. Until next time, cake lovers.